This 12-story building is the Federal Secretariat, Ikoyi. It was built during the Yakubu Gowon-led administration and was the seat of civil service in Nigeria from 1960 to 1990, when Nigeria moved its capital to Abuja. And for 24 years now, it's been abandoned. This is one of many other buildings in some states in Nigeria owned by the federal government, but now abandoned. This edifice, which was built in 1960, served as the administrative office for the federal government in Nigeria. Now it has been overtaken by bush and different types of trees growing within the premises on one hand. On the other, there are litigations over the property. Although it would be difficult to get a sense of how much is wasted without doing a proper assessment, we can say that faulty policy is the major reason millions of naira is wasted, as the building is not in use.
Absolutely. I mean, you can have an asset of that size and quality idling, not used. Not just the land, but the whole of the building. This was a thriving office space. The minimum we could do is use it as an office. After all, there is office space demand in Lagos, even as of today. If we didn't want to use it as an office, we could convert it into any of several other options. It could be a hotel complex, it could be residential, it could be anything. And if you didn't want to do all of those, we could even demolish it and just build something, do something damn good with the place. But to have a huge asset idling, it's an embarrassment.
There is a similar situation in Rivers State, an abandoned federal government structure located at Reclamation Road in Amango Polo community. The structure, which has not been in use for several years now, has become an abode for hoodlums who use the place as an illegal bunkering site. In Benin, this uncompleted building is supposed to be the Federal Mortgage Bank, located in Aduwawa. Construction started in 1986, but was never completed. This is what it looks like 20 years after. Still in Benin is the Nigerian Telecommunications Building along the Benin-Auchi-Abuja Road. It was in use until 2001 and then abandoned. It has been overtaken by flood and weed.
I think the first thing, we have to put the building in order. And in putting the building in order, I think the first step, they should get an estate surveyor and valuer to value those buildings. Valuing buildings, when we say value the building, we are talking of the usefulness. Let's know the state.
We tried to get to speak with the Minister of Power, Works and Housing, and we caught up with him in Kaduna State, but his media aides barred us from speaking with him. But in a recent interview with our correspondent, Bosin Omofaye, the minister said most of the challenges the government is facing today are inherited.
So there were problems everywhere, and that's what we inherited.
Were you challenged by these problems?
Well, the challenges are perhaps the reason why I have a job. If there are no challenges, there will be no job to do. So I enjoy the challenges, and challenges every community, every society, every nation, every generation will have its challenges. And those challenges shouldn't define us. It's our capacity to respond, the size of our response, the quality of our response that determines and defines who we really are.
Going forward, analysts say that rather than leave the buildings lying fallow, they may just be sold to those who have use for them, renovate them and convert them to proper use. For The Big Story, Victoria Ido, reporting for Channels Television News.